It is a busy time of year for hiring. Retailers and shipping companies are looking to fill seasonal jobs. Those holidays right around the corner. Meanwhile, industries are still facing worker shortages and looking to hire, like at the Greensboro Police Department. Right now, they're hosting a job fair at the Greensboro Police Academy. It is underway to fill about 100 openings there. Tonight's hiring event is at the Police Academy, the first time the department has opened its doors to applicants, giving them an up-close look at exactly what training and on-the-job activities will look like. The job fair is happening until 8 o'clock tonight. You can find the information on your screen right there. GPD says they hope the event will bring out people interested in joining a tough line of work.
We're hiring and training for the most, vital job on the planet, so we have to be very, very thorough.
So if you're looking for a full-time gig or maybe a side hustle this holiday season, we have got the experts here with us to help you find it. Will Graham from Graham Personal Services and Lee Howe from Guilford Works will both be here for the next 30 minutes answering all your questions. So text us your questions about how to find a good job. You can text them 336-379-5775. Well, first, let's talk about jobs that are temporary to direct or contract jobs. What kind of openings are you seeing there?
Yeah, you bet. So we do a lot of manufacturing and logistics hiring here in the Triad area and have a little around about 800 jobs open. So we do a lot of machine operating hiring here in Greensboro, High Point, and Asheboro, material handlers also in those cities, as well as picker packers and forklift drivers in Thomasville, Asheboro, Greensboro, High Point. As well as we do a lot of skilled hiring. So maintenance techs, engineers, plant managers, all of those companies are hiring here within the Triad. So it's a good time to be a job seeker right now.
Are there more jobs out there than there are people looking for jobs still? We've heard about that in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. There are about 11 million open jobs right now in the United States, and there's only about 5 million unemployed workers. So there's almost 2 jobs for every unemployed worker. So even if we were to fill all of those, we would still have more than about 5 million jobs open. So it is what I'd call a job seekers market right now, where they can choose from many openings. If they want to transfer careers, now is a really good time to do so as well.
Lee, since it's a job seekers market, does that mean we can make more money now?
I would definitely say a lot of potential employees can negotiate their salary with employers. With this being the job seekers market and us having hire events at the NC Works Career Center, just wanted to throw out one hiring event that we're going to be having on Wednesday, November 2nd at Windsor Community Center. It's going to be open, of course, to everybody from 9 to 1. We're going to have employers there from FedEx to Spectrum, Ralph Lauren, Boxboard. You think of it, we're probably going to have employers there. So definitely want our young adults to come out, our adults to come out, parents, anybody to come to this hiring event Wednesday, November 2nd at Windsor Community Center from 9 to 1.
What's the best way to go about finding a seasonal job if you want one?
I would definitely say the best way to go about finding a seasonal job would be to utilize the ncworks.gov website. If you, again, wanted to find that seasonal work, that seasonal employment, we do have employers go onto the ncworks.gov website, register as that employer to where they can post jobs that they have for their company. So from full-time, part-time to seasonal, register through ncworks.gov, create that account. If you need me to help with your resume, definitely visit us at the Emerging Workforce Center at downtown Greensboro. We can get that resume composed and find you that seasonal job.
Speaking of resumes, Will, do employers still look for those buzzwords? Are they important to have on there?
You bet. Yes. Keywords, buzzwords, very important to have on your resume. It is how, one, there's a lot of artificial intelligence and algorithms that go into help pulling resumes from databases. So you want to play the AI game there, as well as that's what hiring folks look for when they're looking at a resume, is they're looking for keywords or job history or skills that'll show, hey, this job is a match for what they're looking for. Keywords very important. Also have a friend or a family member read over your resume, because what makes sense to you might not make sense to the next person. So the more people that look over that, the better off it is for you.
This one's for both of you guys. Will, let's start with you. How do you find the right keywords to put in that resume?
Yeah, so let's say let's throw one out like healthcare, right? So you might want to say, if you're a registered nurse, you'd want to have RN or registered nurse or CMA. You'd want to have your certificate or your certificate number. You'd want to list enjoy working with people, things like that. So the keywords would vary per industry or per job title. If it was customer service rep, you might want to say inbound calls, outbound calls, things like that.
Lee, in the past, I've heard you sort of just want to copy the job posting into your resume and use the words they use. Is that true still?
I would say that is very beneficial. A lot of these companies have what's called the applicant tracking system. I'm not sure if anybody may be familiar with it, but it does essentially just scan your resume to see, do you have keywords from the job posting in your resume? I like the examples that Will used, but of course, with the holidays coming up, sales associates, customer service representatives are really going to be needed. So definitely want to make sure that you are intentional, that you actually look at the job ad that you're going to be applying to, and you really go line by line, bullet by bullet to say, hey, is this something that I've done before? And then if so, make sure you include that in your resume. If attention to detail, customer service, excellent communication skills are all things that are included in that job, please, please, please make sure that you include it in your resume under the skills portion before you submit your resume for that job.
I think a lot of people think for seasonal hiring, they don't need a resume. Is it beneficial to have one, Lee?
I say it's beneficial to have a resume for seasonal employment, summer jobs, temporary jobs. Throughout your professional career, a resume is going to be the #1 thing that's needed before you apply to any job. I would say just having a resume, beginning to sculpt your resume so that you can become more proficient with it as you do move from job to job, from seasonal job, part-time job to temporary job, again, whatever it is. Make sure that you are just creating your resume, updating your resume along the way, because it does help you to really tone your resume, really get it together.
Well, thank you guys so much. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk about cover letters and answer some of your questions coming in. Keep texting to us, 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.